Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast. It is Tuesday morning and breaking news, the cost of New Year's Eve brunch is expensive in Dubai. We talked about Christmas, the longest night of the year, and we got to sit down with a Dubai billionaire.
We would really love if you can subscribe to the Lovin Dubai Show podcast, wherever you get your podcasts from. Enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai Show, where we go through the cost of everything. We go through the top stories that everyone across the country is talking about. Our top story for you today, breaking news, it is expensive to spend New Year's Eve in Dubai.
As well, teachers are now officially permitted to work outside of school hours.
We're talking all things festive. You can visit Dubai's tallest Christmas tree at Wafi City.
As well, the longest night of the year is going to be happening this week.
And that means winter vibes are upon us. Later in the show, we really want you to stay tuned. We had the utmost pleasure to sit down with Dubai billionaire Balvinder Sahni, and he offers his simple but very practical advice to build a fortune. All of that coming up in the show today.
But before we start actually our news, I want to ask you, Casey, yesterday I was scrolling through Instagram and I see this post of a very old couple talking about what is the secret to their very long marriage, which is to never argue. They've never argued. Do you believe that? Yeah, and I was thinking, like, how can they?
Do you believe it?
I mean, honestly, I feel like differences is good between a man and a woman, or any relationship, even between your friends. It is bound to happen. So I was thinking the whole time, I was like thinking, and I was reading the news about it, I was like, how is that even possible? I mean, come on, how is it even possible?
Can we just get a quick whip round? Yeah. Anyone that's watching or anyone in a long-term relationship, is it possible to have a relationship where you don't argue? Is that the secret to a long-lasting relationship? And if not, what is your secret to a long-lasting relationship?
What is your secret?
Well, get out your notebook now.
Yeah.
I'm in a relationship where we don't argue that much. Okay. In fact, not even at all.
Yeah.
So I actually can, like, there can be differences.
That's true.
But before you get to the point, and I've been in relationships where you argue, and I'm not an arguer, and I've been to the point where you're at the brink of someone and you're shouting, and that's not me. But other types of relationships, you really don't need to argue, and you can actually, before you get to the point of like really stressing each other out, either someone pulls back or you actually have a discussion about it, and you don't. I believe that they don't argue. I don't know if it's the secret, but I believe that they don't argue.
I mean, honestly, that's a very healthy relationship. You know, the thing is, for me, I have this thing of like, or I've been in a relationship where like the guy would tell me, no, Farah, I'm right and you're wrong. And wouldn't, you know, I think honestly the secret
that's not healthy.
Exactly. I think honestly the secret is to accept the fact that we both can have our own different opinions and we both cannot agree in things, and because we're both different people, right? So if you're a person and I'm a person, I can have my own thoughts and you can have your own thoughts. So I think that is the secret to a healthy relationship.
Well, I'm sorry that you were in a relationship like that, because when you're in those and you don't even realize, because I think that you're in love with the person and you want to make it work. So when you kind of have those moments, you're like, okay, I'll let it slide.
Yeah.
And you continue, but it's actually not right. But
it's not right.
If you read that story and the fact that you even questioned whether or not it was real or not.
That's true.
Like, it's 100% real. I'm seeing one person has even responded, yes, you can have relationships. 100% you can have relationships that you don't argue. And I feel really lucky in mine that that's the case. But we've spoken to other couples, and there's other couples who are also very similar.
That's true.
That they don't argue. And yes, there are differences, but you know, you trust each other, respect each other to, like, if the moment gets a bit tense, someone talks the other person down, or you let it slide, or it doesn't need to become a toxic environment. It really doesn't. And the fact 100%. That you questioned it.
Yeah. Just proves that
means you need to get out there and meet someone great.
That is true, because honestly, I feel like the formula for a good relationship is friendship, respect, and of course, towards the end, love. Because like, if let's say love ends, what is there? There's friendship, and then there's respect to maybe handle it, and honesty. Because if they're not your friend, how are you going to be honest with each other?
I love that.
Which is, I think, honestly, like the best thing. And I all the time say it to everyone. You should, you know, be with your friends.
Friendship, respect, and then love. Yes. I really like that. I'm going to ask the only other person who I'm aware is in a long-term relationship in the room behind us. Hesham, what is your secret to success? Hesham is, what is your secret to a successful relationship? Patience. Trust. Patience and trust.
I think honestly, yes, trust should be very important.
You know, with trust though, I just think trust is a given. So previously I would say trust is very important, but actually it's such a given that actually the respect, well, I guess respect is a given as well, but yeah, they're all the cornerstones of something solid for sure.
That is true. But you know, like the thing is, when you first get with a person, whether it's a friend or a lover, you give them the trust of like, for me, I give them 100%. But then, you know, their actions and how they are actually with me is going to be decided, it's going to decide whether it's going to still be 100% or it's going to get like, to 80, to 70, to 50, to 20, and that's like, bye-bye. Yeah,
well, I mean, if it drops at all, it's not the right one.
Exactly.
It's not the one.
Exactly, honestly. The thing is, as well, mistakes do happen, right? It's as well if they do acknowledge their mistakes or not. But trust is one of the important factors. So thank you, Hisham, for bringing this up.
Mistakes can happen. I don't know. Guys, what is your secret? Loyalty is very important in a long-distance relationship. Jamie, very difficult to even do long-distance relationships. So hats off to anyone who is in one because they are so difficult and trying. So if you're not with... And Hesham is in a long-distance relationship right now. So true. Like, they're not easy. And it's always about, like, what is the end goal? As long as we know when we're going to be together eventually, then I think it's kind of okay. But it's really difficult, especially people here.
I do agree with you, Casey.
Okay, guys, jumping into our top story behind us. What is this? This is New Year's Eve celebrations in Dubai, and we have the cost of what it might cost you to head out. So if you're planning on heading out this New Year's Eve in Dubai, we have the stats on how much it will cost you. And breaking news, it's not cheap. A survey by Dizzer, which is an F&B discovery platform in Dubai, they looked at 200 restaurants and bars and they recorded the price of their New Year's Eve packages. And to do this, they looked at the price of the cheapest house drinks packages or the minimum spend if drinks are not included to bring you the cost of the average New Year's Eve dinner package in Dubai.
So here are some of the key findings. Now, the average price is a night package on New Year's Eve in Dubai is 1,425. The most expensive package is 7,000 for the Atlantis The Palm New Year's Eve Gala dinner. And that's for the cheapest package as well, the premium, which is a premium circle. Now, the golden circle package will set you back an eye-watering, which is for 12,500. Now, 5 packages are of the aid 5,000 or more, including CityThe and Maison de Curie, as well overlooking the Burj Khalifa and Cuckoo Dubai on the highlighting the premium, which is charged for a good view.
It's always the case. If you're looking for that spectacular view, the prices seem to go up. Of the 200 places they looked at, 17% have packages below 500 dirham, and there are 42% of packages that are more than 1,500 dirhams. So we put it to you, what is your plan for New Year's Eve in Dubai? I think there's an argument on both sides.
There is. First of all, Happy New Year's to you and Happy New Year's to everyone who's watching. I can't wait to spend New Year's Eve with my family since I told you my cousin came back from London. However, it is honestly pricey. It is a bit pricey, maybe, I would say. But if you are looking for the experience, you get what you pay for. This is something that I believe in, strongly believe in, because you do actually get what you pay for. And these places, are fabulous. I have been to each and every single one of them, of course, with my friends. And you do live the experience of New Year's or the party, or even the food is amazing.
Yeah, and the views.
Yes, 100%.
Always the views. I have always been the assumption that New Year's Eve is overrated. So I never was too keen to kind of spend a fortune, especially when you're in university, you're starting off, it's always very expensive. Whether or not I'll go out this New Year's Eve in Dubai is still up in the air because, as we said, it's pricey. However, 1,500 for a night out is expensive. But I've been here for 10 years and I have experienced 2 incredible New Year's out of the 10. One, we just walked down and we saw the Burj Khalifa fireworks from Business Bay. We just got the metro. And then one year I was on a yacht looking in at all of the fireworks. And New Year's Eve, they say, can be overrated, but actually, when you're in a city like Dubai,
that's true.
Until you're actually out experiencing the buzz and just like the excitement and like, you know, everyone is out to have a good time. Like it's a big party. There's kind of nowhere else like it in the world. So if you are going to drop that money, don't do it in any other city. Do it in Dubai, where you have fireworks all surrounding the palm. Like I remember that time we were on a boat and you could see like Burj Khalifa, the whole lining up, the entire coast, it feels like, is lit up. And then you've got the whole palm. So like kind of wherever you are, you can get a glimpse of fireworks. And it was phenomenal. So if you are ever going to spend that money, do it in Dubai, nowhere else. I mean, because it's a lot.
That is honestly the best advice ever. Because like, why would you want to spend money if you're not going to see the fireworks of Dubai? And Dubai is known to have the ultimate show of fireworks. One from Burj Khalifa and one from the Palm. And to see them all, as well as you said, you know, in Business Bay, you can see one from Burj Khalifa and one from all around, and just like, whoa. And it's the best event ever to ever happen. And who wouldn't want to celebrate New Year's Eve with not seeing these amazing fireworks?
And as you were saying before the show, how about if you don't have that cash?
Oh,
head out to the desert, because
which is what I'm going to be doing this year.
Actually, for sure, planned.
It is. My family and I, you know, since my cousin came back from London, we would just want to give her the ultimate experience.
This cousin is getting so much airtime.
Yeah. Well, shout out to you, cousin. But because honestly, yes, she's not even watching, because I'm just like thinking, you know, she promised me to watch yesterday. I'm just like, whatever. It's
the
fine.
show goes live in podcast format, and also the links get posted on social, cousin. Feel free to tune in later.
It's all because of you. So you need to know that, because as well, the weather now is nice. So you're actually striking two birds in one stone. You're having the desert experience and you are celebrating New Year's watching all of the fireworks. Amazing. Just like think smart, not hard.
And it's not as expensive for sure.
Exactly what about Gen Z.
And I spent
yes, exactly. But you know, the other day when we had like our Office X, and I was saying that Gen Z thinks smarter, not harder.
Works smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
So Gen Z are going to take up all the camping space. As long as they clean up after themselves, I don't mind.
Yes.
Jumping into our next story, we're talking a new official announcement for teachers, which is going to make their money making a lot easier.
Yes, announced on Monday by the Ministry of Human Resources and Emiratisation and the Ministry of Education. A new private teacher work permit will allow educators in the UAE the ability to offer individual tuition outside of school hours has been decided.
This is music to the ears of all teachers. I know you guys are not watching right now because you're all hard at work and you have been probably at school since 7:30 this morning, but big news on the teaching front. A new permit allows different groups of specialised and qualified professionals from the community to offer private lessons for students individually or in groups. And as Farah said, it's according to the Ministry of Human Resources, and Emiratisation.
Eligible people include registered teachers in the government or private schools, employees in the government and private sectors, unemployed individuals and school students aged 15 to 18 and university students as well.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yes.
I used to teach.
Really?
Yeah, I was a teacher for 4 years. That's not the secret.
What's the secret?
The secret is I didn't know that it wasn't permitted.
Oh, have you given?
Back in the day.
Well, I think honestly, maybe guys, let's keep this between us.
Back in the day, I didn't know, and it was, and so yeah, you know, it was a great way to earn money after school.
Yeah.
I had no idea that it wasn't allowed, so there you go. But it is a great way. It's really interesting though, because we were giving lessons to kids who were like 5 and 6 years old. After they finished their day in school, so they would finish their day at 3, and then they would have maybe an hour or two. We call them grinds.
Yeah.
So an hour or two of grinds from like 5 to 6. But for the teachers, great way to earn some extra cash.
I mean, I think honestly, this is as well an initiative that is that the teachers do actually have classes after school, because some students do need it, right? And not only do that they need it, they as well, some kids maybe do have some learning disabilities or some issues that this is required. So I never knew that it is actually not allowed, but now it's allowed. Would you actually give anyone.
If any parent out there needs some
guys, you have
some
Casey.
tuition,
You
I
do
was
have
teaching
Casey.
KG1, KG2 for a very long time. Very experienced
What
in that
subject
department.
were you teaching? I think
KG kindergarten. So I was KG2 and then grade 1. So actually like 4, 5, 6-year-olds over the course of 4 years.
Oh, that
a
must
Shoifat
be...
school. Do you know Shoifat?
Oh, of course I know Shoifat. You know, of course I know. I have friends who went to Shoifat school.
Smart kids coming out of that school thanks to all of the hardworking teachers that were working there.
And the continuous exams. Thanks to Casey, I think, honestly.
It's the only reason they got through.
Yes.
Yeah. My tutelage.
Yes.
Let's jump into our next story. We're talking about Christmas. Guys, the biggest, tallest Christmas tree in Dubai is down at Wafi City Centre right now. So if you want to experience it, head down for sweet celebrations at Wafi City, running from December 7th until December 24th, 8:30 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. So you've all day to go and check it out. The tallest Christmas tree in Dubai is there at 52 feet. You've got live music every weekend and so many fun activities.
But actually, that's not all, Casey. You can as well visit Santa's grotto for personalized gifts and goodies, capture the magic with festive decor, and receive a Magic Planet cards, candy, and a signature Wafi City soft toy with every purchase.
Amazing. So just make this holiday season unforgettable with celebrations at Wafi City. Take the kids down to meet the man himself. He is going to be there before he heads to the North Pole to do his duties. And lucky for him, the longest night in the UAE is coming. So he's a lot of time to prepare those toys.
It is, you know, as well. There are a lot of, you can just see a lot of Christmas and New Year's events happening all around Dubai, which is amazing. And as mentioned earlier, you should visit the one at Wafi City if you haven't already. Now, jumping to our next story, the longest night of the year is coming this week. This week, the UAE will encounter its briefest daylight hours of the year, expected to last for until December 24 of this year. Now, this occurrence, known as the winter solstice, will feature nights lasting around 13 hours and specifically 28 minutes, as stated by Ibrahim Al Jarwan, chairman of the board of directors of the Emirates Astronomy Society.
The winter solstice, also called the hibernal solstice, occurs when either of Earth's poles reach its maximum tilt away from the sun. This happens twice yearly, once in each hemisphere. During the winter solstice, the sun travels the shortest path through the sky, which means the day will have the least daylight.
From then onwards, the days become increasingly long, leading up to the summer solstice, which usually occurs in June around the 20th, 21st, or 22nd. Summer solstice marks the longest day of the year.
So that means when we wake up in the morning, it's a little bit dark, and then it gets darker early because the nights are longer.
I honestly like it. I really do.
No, Farah.
I used to not like it. I used to be a summer person, but I don't know what's been happening. I've been changing a lot. Everything has been changing. In me, things I didn't like, I now like.
Well, that's good.
Weird.
Becoming flexible, but just in terms of like the nights, like I don't like waking up and it's dark and cold, and I much prefer longer evenings.
Are you a sunset or a sunrise person? It's a very nice question.
Sunset, because I see more of them. I love the sunset.
Really?
But actually, the sun rising in the UAE is so beautiful too.
As I
both
come
good.
to work, I do see the sunrise. I'm just like, that's beautiful. It's gorgeous.
It is
guys. Have
gorgeous.
you seen it? It is on. I've always told my friends and everyone that I would love to experience the sunrise because it's just like it amazes me, like the fact that the moon is like going and the sun's coming, and it's like.
I think experiencing nature's beauty in general is just like a very zen moment, and we should try and appreciate what's around us. But I just the globe dropping in Dubai at sunsets, like every day, if you get to see it, it's just phenomenal. Speaking of phenomenal, guys, we had the absolute pleasure to sit down with Dubai billionaire Balvinder Sahni, aka Abu Sabah. He offered his simple advice to build a fortune. He told us he dropped some kind of truth bombs, which we didn't expect.
Which is not to fall in love. I mean, it is hard in this generation because this generation is all about love. Do you believe in that?
Look, watch the interview for yourself. I get the impression that he has fallen in love and it bit him.
Yes.
So his advice to everyone out there is basically to work hard, get the blessings of your parents. Don't fall in love with work. Don't fall in love with people, fall in love with work. Take a listen, let us know what you think, and we'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we have an extraordinary guest, Dubai-based billionaire and chairman of the RSG Group, Balvinder Singh Sahni, also known as Abu Sabah, renowned for his passion for luxury cars' unique number plates, including the Dubai 5, which has cost over 33 million dirham. We're so excited for this interview. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting me.
We appreciate your time.
Pleasure.
So, actually, I do have a lot of questions for you. And the first is, I'm very eager to know, how did you make your fortune?
We have all day.
You know, I was very young. When I was 6 years old, 5, 6 years, I loved money. So I used to go to the school in the morning, and in the evenings I had to go to my father's showroom in Kuwait. So I used to go there, I used to help my father and my brothers, and they used to give me 1 KD a day. It was a lot of money. It's 45 years before. So I had a passion of working since I was 6, 7 years old. Yeah.
And then you created, through that, you know, your fortune.
Yep.
Perfect.
What are the main industries that you're involved in?
You know, in the start, before I came to Dubai, I was only in the car division, you know, the car spare parts, tires and all that stuff. But since 25, 28 years, I'm in real estate in Dubai.
Okay. Well, what was your first job and how did you make an hour? Considering the fact that you are now a billionaire, how would you compare that and what, do you remember it?
I worked very hard, honey. It's not easy.
Yes.
I worked very hard. I used to work 18 hours a day. But, you know, slowly, I reached where I am today.
Interesting, because when people look at your social media, people want to know, what do you do every day to keep it churning? You know, like, can you describe a day in your life to us?
I get up 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 maximum. I go for a walk for an hour and a half. Then from 8:30 in the morning, I'm in my construction sites. You know, I have projects. So I love my people, I trust my team, but I like to follow up. I go there myself. So I'm first early morning from 8:30 to 10:30, 11, I'm in the construction sites, every site. And then I go to my office. I'm in the office from 11 to 12. Then I go back to another project. I'm most of the time in my construction projects till 5 o'clock. Then I go home. I love my power nap. I sleep from 5 to 6 or 5:30 to 6:30. And then I get ready for my evenings. I love my evenings. I have 2 faces. I work very hard in the morning, but in the night, I like to enjoy. I have my friends coming over dinners. So I love my evenings. I don't like to go out a lot because I have a nice, beautiful home in Dubai. So most of my evenings are very busy. Like 7:30, the dinner starts, and then I'm sitting with my friends or some business partners, some government officials from other part of the world.
Well, I'm sure a lot of your friends and people do ask you for advice. So what advice would you give someone who at the moment has 50,000 dirhams in their bank account?
And they want to make 5 million.
Yes.
You know, they can make, but not quickly. They have to work hard. The 50,000 can be 500,000. It's not going to be 5 million, but they have to continue working hard. And they should be always focused on one thing. I always tell to my followers or people who follow me or my sons that you should be always focused on one business. You cannot have this 3-4 businesses, you know. And before you want to become a businessman, you should make sure that you have the blessing of your parents. You have been good to them. Because if they are not happy with you, even if you have $5 million, you can't do anything.
Oh, that's very nice.
But that's so hard because a lot of people, especially in our day and age, they want to follow maybe creative pursuits that are not traditional. So what would you say to someone who wants to do something creative and their parents don't agree with it?
I don't know about that. I don't have any answer because I worked very hard in my life, and since I was young, since I was 15 years, I just knew that I have to work so hard to reach my goal. But I'll tell you another thing. It's even luck. It's even blessings. And I came to Dubai at the right time, at the right place. You know, I never believed that I'd become so big, but I was here, invested in some businesses, some real estate projects which just grew.
Can you tell us about those specific investments that grew for you? I'm sure people would love to know, like, what were those? You say luck,
yeah,
but you've gotten to an incredible position. It's not all luck. There are some smart investments.
I never gamble. I don't do gambling. I just focus a lot. Like, for example, if I have, you know, Dubai real estate is the most successful business for many of us, you know, and God bless His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, the Rashid Al Maktoum. that he has made many people billionaires with not a lot of money, you know. But as I just said, I'm not a gambler. So what I like, my friends in 2003-4 who had 100 million dirhams, they invested in $1 billion dirham projects. Like, you know, they were leveraging a lot. I never believe in leverage. I don't gamble. So I used to, if I have 100 million dirhams, I used to buy properties only for 70, 80. So I think that was my success. I never gambled. I never went overboard.
See, that's an advice, I think, honestly, that everyone should maybe go through, even with their day-to-day spendings. So actually, I do have a question, is that what does it feel like to have a plate number that is worth 33 million dirhams?
I feel privileged. But, you know, when I took this number, I did not take this number for the number, you know, in Dubai, in the UAE, you know, when we buy this number plates from the government, like RTA, or if the money goes for social, you know, like it goes for charity.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yes, you did not know about it?
No, of course, but you know, we're just trying to understand.
You know, when you buy the numbers from the government, these all monies go for special needs, you know, for the food or infrastructure and all that stuff.
How important are humanitarian initiatives to you?
I think that's the biggest goal in life. You know, if the day I make money, of course I get happy, but if I help somebody, that night I sleep well. Yeah.
If you can go back in time and give advice to your 18-year-old self, what would it be?
Not to fall in love.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a waste of time. Yeah.
Tell us more. But how can you tell teenagers specifically, first crushes, people
fall in love with work.
20s?
Work with your work. Fall in love with your work, not with the person.
That's actually a very harsh advice, because considering the fact that
You asked me and I gave you my advice.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it is a very nice advice. Yeah. Thank you for that, I would say. All right, well, so you would say that that's the secret to making money, not to fall in love, focus on your goal.
Yeah.
And
focus on one thing.
Focus on one thing.
Yeah. Don't focus on 3 projects. Don't focus on 3 businesses. Don't think I can go up and, okay, I have 50,000 dirhams in my pocket and I want to make a small restaurant. I want to put some money in this business. I want to put, no. Focus on one. Give your heart to it.
Yeah.
Take blessings from your parents.
Blessings from your parents. I mean, honestly, we do hear that a lot. You know, like we need your blessings from your parents with everything that you do.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like as small as a project at university or school.
Yeah.
So interesting that family bonds are at the heart of everything that we do. Yeah. And we'd love you to talk about the name of your son and who he was named after. Can you share a little bit about that?
You know, I'm from Kuwait, and the royal family name in Kuwait is Sabah. So one of my best friends, he's a sheikh in Kuwait, and he gave my son. So when my son was born 29 years before, he came to the hospital and he told, you have to keep his name Sabah. I was privileged, and I said, thank you so much. I'll keep his name Sabah.
Condolences to the people of Kuwait on the recent passing, it must be said.
Yes, very sad, yeah.
Before the interview, you mentioned your children, and I would love to ask, you know, a lot of people who are working, they struggle to find that work-life balance. Do you have advice for parents who would love to spend time with their family, but they're also working? Like, what can you do to ensure that balance?
I can tell those parents, first of all, let your kids do what they want. You know, my 2 sons, I never told them what to do. They can do what they want, you know. I guide them. I tell them, work hard. I just tell them one thing, that anything happens, in the morning, 9 o'clock, they have to be in the office. You can go out in the evenings, but in the morning, I don't ask them what they do, how they do, but I have some restrictions for them, that they have to be in the office in the morning. You know, the morning is a very blessed, something blessed. Yeah.
100%. So you, honestly, this is amazing because as well, you know, Casey and I just make sure that we are here. Casey's even earlier than I am, you know, even though it starts at 8. So she comes at 7:30 to begin and as well prep for the show. However, I come at 8 and I just see her and just like, wow. Because
there's only 30 minutes of the difference.
Yes.
What would ever happen if they didn't come in at 9?
I'm very upset. Oh. You know why? Because I'm very particular in time. If people don't respect time, time does not respect you.
Yes.
So it has happened many times that if I have a meeting with somebody and they come late, I understand 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But if they are late, I don't meet them.
You just cancel it.
Yeah, I just cancel it, yeah.
That's actually fair enough, because like if you are actually having a meeting and everything and someone did not respect the meeting or the fact that you have taken an hour or even 30 minutes from your day to meet them, then that is
100%.
That is a very, I would say, off the border of boundaries. So you do seem to have very strict boundaries.
Very strict.
Strict, yeah.
Very
we could tell that. What are some of your boundaries that you just like where you?
I don't like people lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, be honest. Just say who you are, what you are. I respect everybody. I love everybody. You know, for me, there is no difference. If in my house, a normal man can come and a billionaire can come, and the presidents come to my house. But there is, I just like people to be honest. You know, I like people to be honest. Yeah. I like them to respect my time.
It is nice.
Because I can buy everything today. I cannot buy time.
That's true.
And I hate waiting for somebody.
Nice.
I never let anyone wait for me. You know, my PA told me that we have to be here at 2. I said, no, I'll be there 10 minutes before. And I think I was here 10 minutes before.
You were 10 minutes before that, by the way, which is amazing.
Yes.
We have to ask, you mentioned your home, and it seems like people are welcome from all walks of life. But one question that we wanted to ask you is, so obviously it looks like such a glamorous life, and obviously you've built such an incredible wealth, but what is the biggest challenge you have overcome during your time that people may not know about?
Trust.
Trusting yourself or trusting other people?
Trusting other people.
Could you elaborate more on that? No. Yeah, I mean, honestly, with a business like yours and a businessman like you, it's not going to be easy to trust other people. There are many that would betray you, many that would...
Yeah.
So would
the world
you
is
say,
changing.
The world, it is.
The world is changing,
Even the new generation, I don't think that they would ever be as the old generation. What would you give an advice to the new generation that fall in love, that prioritize...
Fall in love with your work.
Love. Yes, but what advice would you give them that would actually, let me say, that would redirect them from love? Because to them, that love is the most important thing in the world.
Yeah. You can love your parents.
That's true. Yes. Yes, it is true. Yes.
I know plenty of business people who are like, exactly, love your work, love your parents. It's just hard, you know. Yeah. We want to jump into a quick game segment with you, but before we do, you're a man who has everything, so we wanted to ask, what is your favorite possession?
My kids. My best things in life. My wealth. They are everything for me. My children,
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love that. We're going to jump into a quick rapid fire question. We're just going to ask you some quick questions and get your quick thoughts on this. Number 1, what is your favorite restaurant in Dubai?
Avli.
Oh, amazing. Do I see? Beautiful.
All right. What's the most expensive thing that you own?
I don't want to answer this question. Okay.
Well, let me jump to the other question. You're stuck at a deserted island. What's one item that you will bring that you can't live without?
Water.
Good. That's actually a very humble answer.
Which actor will play you in the movie role about your life?
It's a very weird question. I would say Salman Khan.
That's a very...
Yeah.
If he's watching, are you available? Let's make it happen. The Netflix doc, more likely. Would you do a Netflix doc?
No. I don't believe in stocks.
Well, what's on your bucket list that you haven't done yet?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything, yeah.
Okay, fine. What is the favorite thing that you've done from your bucket list?
You know, number plates.
Okay. Yeah. That's good, which is actually a question that I just asked you earlier.
Yeah.
Why so?
I love numbers. I'm a numbers man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe in, you know, I'm from India, so, you know, we have a lot of numerology. Mm-hmm. So even when I buy a real estate or when I want to buy an office or something, it should match number 9. You know, so maybe it is 27. So for me, it's 9. If it's 18, it's number 9. If it's 36, it's 9. So, you know,
Yes. So interesting. And finally, before you leave us, do you have any regrets?
No regrets. No.
That's nice.
I have no regrets.
That's nice.
God has given me everything. I'm so happy. Thank you,
nice.
God.
That's very cool because I think honestly this is I think that you would hear a lot of billionaires and millionaires say is that they don't regret anything.
Before you leave us, we would just like to say thank you so much for
Welcome,
being here.
honey.
Thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
It was amazing to hear the man behind the videos that we see, to get to know you a little bit better. So we really appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Welcome, darling. Thank you.
Guys, that is all we have time for on the Lovin Dubai show today. That was Balvinder Sahni, the one and only, the Dubai legend. And we'll see you tomorrow morning, same time, same place. Bye-bye.